The Judiciary Committee will come to order. Without objection, the chair is authorized to declare recesses of the committee at any time. But when career officials at the department recommended that you take steps to mitigate your apparent conflicts of interest, when they told you that your public criticism of the special counsel was bad for the department and bad for the administration of justice, you ignored them. You decided that your private interest in overseeing this particular investigation, and perhaps others from which you should have been recused, was more important than the integrity of the department. The question that this committee must now ask is, why? Why did President Trump choose to replace Attorney General Sessions with an outspoken critic of the special counsel instead of with any number of qualified individuals who had already received Senate confirmation? Why did you ignore the career officials who went to extraordinary lengths to tell you that your continued involvement in the special counsel's work would undermine the credibility of the Department of Justice? We welcome everyone to this morning's hearing on oversight of the Department of Justice, and we welcome our witness, the Acting Attorney General of the United States, Matthew Whitaker. I also take issue with your written testimony, which we did not receive until almost midnight last night, when you suggested you, quote, will continue the longstanding executive branch policy and practice of not disclosing information that may be subject to executive privilege, close quote. In other words, you reserve the right to refuse to answer the question forever. That's not how it works. Because it was their view that a reasonable person with knowledge of the relevant facts likely would question the impartiality of the acting attorney general.
But, hey, I'm the minority. Who cares? If this is the way we're going to go, then we'll have plenty of stunts. We're going to have plenty of theatrics. Bring your popcorn. I'm thinking about maybe we just set up a popcorn machine in the back, because that's what this is becoming. It's becoming a show. When your presence was here, you were coming voluntarily. You've always said you're coming voluntarily. So we had the show yesterday. We now have had the curtain drop down, and Mr. Whitaker, I guess your confirmation hearing's here. You only got 5 days left on the job or 6 days left on the job. We could join together with the chairman and say, Mr. Barr, come in here, because you've been actually the Attorney General. Mr. Barr has been the Attorney General. He's been before this committee before. We could have had substantive hearings, but no, we're going to have a show.
Before that, he was a managing partner of the Des Moines-based law firm Whitaker, Hagenau, and Gustav. Now, if you would please rise, I'll begin by swearing you in. Raise your right arm. Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief, so help you God? Let the record show that the witness answered in the affirmative. Thank you, and please be seated.
At no time has the White House asked for, nor have I provided, any promises or commitments concerning the special counsel's investigation or any other investigation. Since becoming acting Attorney General, I have run the Department of Justice with fidelity to the law and to the Constitution. During my time as the leader of the Department of Justice, the department has complied with the special counsel regulations, and there has been no change in how the department has worked with the special counsel's office. Over the past day, the department and the committee have exchanged letters concerning the respective prerogatives of the legislative and executive branches. I am pleased that we are able to reach an agreement that allows me to appear here voluntarily. I am pleased also that we agreed that each branch would seek to accommodate each other, and that if we have differences, we will try to work them out in good faith before resorting to subpoenas or other formal legal processes. I will answer the committee's questions as best I can, but I will continue the long-standing executive branch practice of not disclosing information that may be subject to executive privilege, such as the contents of conversations with the president. Again and again, they deserve your support.